Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's CITI program webinar. Today's topic is Introduction to Meta-Analyses, and it is presented by Dr. Michael Malek Ahmadi. Now, let me tell you about today's presenter. Mike is a bioinformatics scientist at the Banner Alzheimer's Institute in Phoenix, Arizona. He earned a BS from the University of Arizona, a MS from the University of South Florida, and a PhD from the University of Westminster. He has worked in the field of Alzheimer's disease research since 2003 and is an author on over 70 peer-reviewed journal articles in the areas of Alzheimer's disease, mild cognitive impairment, and normal aging. Mike's current work at the Banner Alzheimer's Institute focuses on identifying and characterizing preclinical Alzheimer's disease using clinical, cognitive, neuroimaging, and neuropathological data.
So for this webinar, I want to go over some of the basics of meta-analysis. We'll go over how literature searches, inclusion criteria, and data extraction are carried out for meta-analysis. In addition, we'll go through the concepts of heterogeneity and publication bias and how these impact the results of meta-analyses. And then I'll go over some basic analytic approaches that are used in meta-analyses. So with regard to the inclusion criteria for meta-analysis, it's very important that the inclusion criteria be very specific in determining which studies are going to be included. It's also very important that one ensures that the studies that are included report the statistic of interest. So for example, if one is conducting a meta-analysis of correlations, you want to ensure that correlation values are reported in all of the reported studies. Another very important point to consider is that you want to make sure that duplicate studies are not included. And by this, we mean when two separate publications that use the same data set should not be included. So it would be at the investigator's discretion as to which study would be included if there are multiple studies that use the same data set. This can occur quite often, particularly as secondary data analyses are becoming more common, and that more and more individuals are accessing the same databases and data sets to carry out their analyses with. So the concept of heterogeneity in meta-analyses is a very important one. And heterogeneity in meta-analyses simply refers to the degree of variability in the reported effect sizes among the included studies. Now, quantifying heterogeneity is crucial in order to correctly interpret the findings of a meta-analysis. And since a meta-analysis is likely to include studies with differing methodologies, different populations, there's some degree of heterogeneity that is going to be expected in a meta-analysis.
In addition, I invite everyone to review our content offerings regularly, as we are continually adding new courses and webinars that may be of interest to you all.